If you're trying to lose fat, eat more protein, or just stop wasting time and money at the grocery store, these are the exact groceries I buy every week to hit my protein goals and make easy, healthy meals fast. But here's the thing. This isn't just a grocery haul. I'm sharing my 3-step grocery system that I use to take back control of my body, lose 10 pounds this year, and feel like myself again. Before I lost 45 pounds, I would walk into a store with zero plan, grab a bunch of healthy foods, and end up at Taco Bell by Wednesday. I was like a full-on double-decker taco girl. RIP. So whether you're restarting a routine, trying to eat healthier, or just need some fresh ideas, this grocery haul is full of staples you'll actually stick with. So do me a favor, hit the like button. That tells me to make more videos like this and helps other women find our community. And if you're new to my channel, I'm so happy you're here. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of my weekly videos sharing my health and fitness journey to help you with yours. And girls, I do weekly giveaways for my subscribers. All you have to do is be subscribed and drop a comment down below every week. And this week's giveaway is my 7-day sugar detox guide. So if cravings and sugar are something you struggle with, make sure you subscribe and stick around to find how to win. Every week, I build my cart based on 3 specific categories. So I'm gonna break these down for you to show you exactly what I buy. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna give you some ideas for how to put these together in super easy meals. So if you're serious about losing weight, you're serious about feeling good in your own skin and taking back control, this is where it starts. The first category is the most important. If you've been here a minute, you know this is my favorite thing to talk about, and that is my power proteins. Best part about proteins is they keep you full. So especially if you're in a caloric deficit, these are gonna be essential to make sure you are hitting those protein targets, probably somewhere around 140 to 160 grams of protein a day. And I'm gonna show you how to make that really easy. Second category is our smart staples. So think carbs and veggies, all of those fibrous, filling foods that are really important to give you energy, not only to help balance out your hormones, but make sure you have everything you need to be able to get your workouts in, sleep well, and show up. Our third category are the fun fillers. So this is kind of a mixed bag of things. I like to put in like sauces, snacks, sodas, those types of things, the sweets, right? All kind of the extras, but we're gonna do really smart ones, not just a bunch of junk. Now that you know the categories, the second part of this is you have to have a list. Like I said, I used to go into the store and just be like, I don't know, and grab things. That doesn't work. Until you've been doing this for years and years and years, you know exactly what you need, but I still write a list because otherwise I'll end up throwing too many extras in the cart and spending too much money. I'm gonna head to the store. When I get back, I'm gonna show you everything I bought and how many of each item in each category I buy so that I'm not over shopping, overspending, or overeating. Getting ready to start our summer shape up challenge, which is a 6-week weight loss fitness challenge. It starts on July 7th. But my point is, as part of this, I created this amazing summer recipe bonus pack and a free detox meal plan. You can get the free detox meal plan just by joining to get more information about the challenge. I'll put the link below. All that's to say, one of the things that I really always want to focus on, even when you are detoxing or trying to lose weight, especially if you're trying to lose weight, is your power proteins. So as part of my power proteins, I always recommend buying 2 to 4 different proteins when you're grocery shopping each week so that you can mix things up. I have a ton of meal prep videos. You can go watch some of those to get more recipes, and I do free recipe ebooks over there too. I have 3, I'll say I bought 3.5 this week. So the first one, ground beef. I do 97.3 for my ground beef. So it's a nice lean ground beef. This happens to be organic, pasture raised. Again, buy what makes sense for you. But I would try to buy the 97.3, especially if fat loss is your goal. This is still gonna have a good amount of fat, so you get all of that good flavor from the beef without having too much fat in this alone, because you know, we're gonna add some of those fun fillers. We wanna have some extras in there, and you don't want your calories to add up too quickly. My second power protein is not a typical one, but we love it in our house, and that's a ground lamb. So I got 2 pounds of the ground lamb. This again is pasture raised, but we make meatballs with this. I like to do like Mediterranean style bowls. So I'll just like cook it up like any other ground meat and put some like spices in there. And then I just put it in a bowl with a bunch of veggies, and it's just another good source of protein. Obviously it tastes different than your beef or your chicken or your ground turkey. So it's just a new way to like get more flavor, but still be packing in the protein. I don't know why raw chicken just grosses me out so much, but here's the raw chicken. I got about 3 pounds of raw chicken. We actually end up buying more of this. So we'll probably do like another grocery trip halfway through the week to get some more, because we go through so much protein in this house. It's essentially 3 adults living here plus Luke, and he eats like a small adult. So with the chicken, I mean, I do everything. I will do a ton in the air fryer. I'll throw it in the Instant Pot with some salsa like I did in my last one. That is so good. So again, if you haven't watched that video, go watch it. Chicken is amazing because it's such a lean meat. So you're not getting a lot of those fats, which means you can add more of them into other areas like avocado and stuff on top and not have to worry about it. And before we get into my like third kind of bonus power protein, I'm serving myself these. I use a cup measuring cup. So I will serve about a cup. That's gonna give you about 4 to 5 ounces of protein per meal. That's a really easy, basic way without having to measure it out to know that you're getting about that amount. Last but not least, eggs. And I say these are kind of half of a point, a bonus, because eggs are an amazing food. They are a great protein source as far as having like everything you need. It is like the perfect food. However, they're not high in protein in and of themselves. An egg only has 6 grams of protein. So I like to do a bunch of egg whites with my eggs. We always have eggs basically every morning for breakfast, but you gotta mix it up. Repeat after me. Carbs aren't bad. Carbs are not bad. Carbs are actually our best friend, especially as women or our hormone health. Carbs, protein, and fats all need to be in the mix to help keep everything balanced and make us not go cuckoo. But there are carbs that are not going to benefit you, that are gonna leave you feeling icky and fatigued and have those crashes. And there are carbs that are gonna fill you up and make you feel full and energized and good. And those are the ones that we're eating. I pulled out all of the smart staples. I like to buy like 4 to 6, but as you can tell, I probably bought more than that. We just eat a lot here and I had some recipes in mind. So let's start with some of the starchy ones I got. We do a lot of rice. I started actually doing more jasmine and white rice lately just because it's a bit easier for digestion than the brown rice. Brown rice has a bit more nutrients, it's higher in protein. Either rice is fine. They are both healthy if you're eating the right amount of them. So for my starches, when I cook them up, I do big batches of them to make meal prep really easy. And then I usually will have about 1/2 to 3/4 of a cup per serving. The other main staple after white rice in our house are sweet potatoes. Love sweet potatoes. They're so nutritious. Plus they're great because you can have them savory and put them in the bowls. Like they're a base in almost every bowl I make at least once a day. But they're also really good sweet. If you drizzle some nut butter on them, put some hemp seeds on top or coconut flakes. They're actually really delicious that way too if you want more of a sweet treat, but to still get that fiber and good carbohydrates. The third most consumed smart staple in our house is broccoli. And as a hypothyroidism girly, I know broccoli can be rough for digestion. I just cook it until it's almost mash and it works really, really well. I don't really have any issues. And if I ever like feel like I'm going to, I always take Bloat Be Gone before any of my big meals. And that really helps make sure I'm able to digest all of the foods and all of the carbs, especially the broccolis or other cruciferous veggies. Zucchini and squash, these are really easy to digest. They're gonna help pull excess water out of the body. But I'll chop these up. I usually will just either throw them in the oven for like 15 minutes or even just put them in the microwave and cook them to get a fast cook for a few minutes. And they're just a good addition to, again, make sure you're getting some greens, get some veggies, and get a little more fiber in your meals. Loaded girls, asparagus is our best friend. This one is kind of a natural diuretic. So again, it's gonna help with digestion and it's gonna help get any excess water out of your body, which will help with bloating. Romaine lettuce. We do salads and bowls again all the time, so we just always have a bunch of leafy greens. This is such a good smart staple. If you don't know what to do, when in doubt, throw some greens in, throw a protein on top, get a little one of our fun fillers I'm gonna share. Call it a day, you have a meal. Mushrooms are also a smart staple because they're really high in protein. So even though they're not one of our power proteins per se, they actually can kind of play in both categories because they are a high protein veggie, but they're a really good one. I'll saute these up again when I'm doing my zucchini, do it with asparagus, just put them all together with some onion. And you have a big mixed veggie batch that you can just throw in any of your bowls or dinners or dishes or whatever you're making, pasta, just throw them all in. I'm gonna throw all my fruit together. So bananas and berries are really our main fruit smart staples in our house. Luke crushes cartons of berries. If you guys have a kid, apparently it's just a thing. They just eat so many berries. Ryan eats bananas every day. I try to get more berries in the morning and like throughout the day just to get the good fiber from them. Plus I just love berries. Banana, I'm like so-so. I could take it or leave it. This is what kept me from quitting. This is the part that made it realistic and easy and sustainable doing this, and that is having fun fillers. So our fun fillers, think like your sauces, your toppings, the things that add crunch and a little more flavor to your food. Because yes, while you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to maintain weight loss, you're gonna have some level of restriction. You're gonna have some sacrifice in there, but that doesn't mean your food has to be boring because some of this includes condiments. You're not gonna necessarily have to buy these every time, but I typically recommend buying 2 to 3 in the sauce topping category, and then one thing that is more of a sweet tooth snack. But first up, we always have marinara sauce in our house because we do a lot of pastas or spaghetti squash. It's just easy. It is such a better choice than an Alfredo or one of those really heavy, fatty sauces. And so just a clean, no sugar added. Check the label, make sure there's no sugar added to these. You're gonna have a little bit from the tomatoes themselves, but we don't need to be adding sugar into our sauces. Salsas are a great one because they add so much flavor. They can help you mix up your meals. Like I will make ground turkey bowl all of a sudden a taco bowl by adding some salsa, and they don't have a lot of sugars or anything else. It's just kind of the veggies and onions and stuff ground up. So yes, it can be a little higher in salt, watch that. But I love these. I'll pour it into the Instant Pot with chicken to make a whole different dish. I top stuff with it. So I always have some type of salsa on hand, always, always, always. If I had to pick my favorite snack, like my favorite healthy go-to snack, it would be hummus. Love hummus, but specifically this Majestic hummus. This is really the only hummus I'll eat. I try other ones, I'm like, it's fine. There's something about this one. It's a sprouted hummus. Just gotta do portions. So 1 to 2 tablespoons, because again, although it's very healthy, the fats can add up. I usually put a tablespoon in a bowl with some other food or on top of a bowl that I have my ground lamb and the tzatziki and the veggies and everything in. It's so good to put a little bit of that right on top. This is not for everyone. Sauerkraut. I really love sauerkraut. It's so good for your gut health too. So digestive issue girlies, sauerkraut is a staple because it really is so beneficial. It has so many probiotics. It's amazing for you. Fermented foods in general, but I love a sauerkraut, and it's like barely any calories. There's 10 calories in an ounce. So you just like add it to stuff. So delicious. I didn't need to buy any because I already have them, but think coconut aminos, sriracha. Those are kind of our fun fillers, again, to give things flavor. Greek yogurt could go in our power protein as well because it is such a high protein food, but I kind of put it here because I like to make a lot of sauces and dips, and I top food with it, kind of treat it like a sour cream, but this is non-fat Greek yogurt, so you have 17 grams of protein in 3/4 of a cup and 0 grams of fat. I also got avocados. Again, just be mindful of portions. Healthy fat, they are so amazing for you, but you just wanna do probably like a quarter or about a little bit more than your thumb per serving. This is great for topping, again, on literally everything. I don't really have a sweet tooth, and let me tell you something. If you are bloating in your power proteins, you actually will lose that sweet tooth over time. Those cravings that you get are gonna go away. I promise, trust the process, they will. But I do love doing stuffed medjool dates, so I have a really yummy recipe I'll link down below that I posted on Instagram. It's so simple, just with a little nut butter. That is like the perfect sweet treat. If you have a sweet tooth craving, use this as one of your fun fillers. For me, I grew up a soda girl, and I get like 44-ounce Diet Coke or Cherry Coke. That was like, oh, I love Cherry Coke, or Slurpees. So, you know, I've done like kombuchas and stuff for years. So for me, like kombucha is kind of my sweet tooth treat filler. I tried this Olipop for the first time like a month ago, and I was like, what? And yes, it has a couple of grams of added sugar. I do not drink these every day. It's gonna be okay. It's just a little bit of sugar. They're really clean. Otherwise, they have 9 grams of fiber in them. This is not sponsored. I just thought it was delicious. They're great alternatives that will give you that like sweet tooth little deliciousness without 40 grams of sugar, which is what you're gonna get in a soda. All right, so I promised I'd share some of the ways that I make this meal prep so easy. And you guys, it is so simple. So I'll typically take my power proteins and cook them up either in the air fryer or like stovetop if it's ground turkey, without much seasoning. Then I roast up or air fry all of my veggies, get those all cooked in big batches. Again, same thing, just cut them up, put them in the oven, put them wherever you need. And I use my fun fillers to actually add all the flavor and seasoning so I can switch it up in the moment. I have a ton of options, so I can have the same food prepped and ready to go and turn one into a Asian inspired stir fry bowl and another one into like a Mexican taco bowl. It just gives you so much variety. It keeps it exciting. It makes grocery hauls, meal prepping, and eating healthy simple, sustainable, so you can actually reach your goals and really just feel in control again. So just a quick recap on my grocery system. Every week, buy 3 to 4 power proteins, ones you know you're gonna eat that are easy to cook up and mix and match into different types of bowls and dishes and pastas, whatever your go-to is. I like to grab 4 to 6 smart staples. So these are all of your starchy carbs, veggies, and fruits. Wherever you're gonna get your fiber, they're gonna help fill up your bowls, give you energy, and make you feel nice and full. And then for your fun fillers, think 2 to 3 different sauces, dips, hummuses, toppings. And then one thing that is kind of like a sweet tooth craving, healthified treat that's not going to derail your goals, but it's gonna help kind of keep you going. At the end of the day, this is not about being perfect. It's just about building a system that makes sense in your life so that you can keep working toward that version of yourself you're trying to become. I love you girls so much. I hope you do the Summer Shape Up Challenge with me. If you want more information on it, if you want to get that free detox meal plan and more of those summer recipes, make sure you hit the link down below, drop your email, and I'll send you everything straight to your email box. If you haven't already, hit the like button and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my weekly videos. All right, girls, I'll see you soon. Bye.